realize where you come from, you naturally become tolerant, disinterested, amused, kind-hearted as a grandmother, dignified as a king, immersed in the wonder of the Tao. You can deal with whatever life brings you, and when death comes, you're ready. Beautiful images. He explains who or what you become when you live in connectedness with that, no longer as a little entity that thinks itself to be separate from the universe and from other human beings and from everything. You become tolerant, disinterested, which means not uninterested, disinterested, amused. There's a little bit of amusement at all the things that people in this world feel is so serious and so important, and all their fears and ambitions and all the things they run after. You'll then become a little bit amused at all this, what is called the turmoil of beings, running around like little rabbits. All this, and so on. I have so many problems to think about. Oh my God, what problems to think about? Oh my God, what's happening? Oh no, God. You become a little bit, you become amused a little. There's a slight smile. You don't, but sometimes you might even laugh, but there's a little bit of a smile, because you know it's not ultimately real. What they believe to be so important is ultimately not that real. It's a temporary thing. It's relatively real, not ultimately real. In other words, everything is a little bit like a dream. For example, what happened to you yesterday? Where is it now? A little bit like a dream. Whatever was important then, it's gone to even breakfast this morning. Okay, did I have breakfast or was that a dream? Not that much difference. Or you come to the end of your life and suddenly you think back all those years. That was a long dream. Was it a nightmare? And you become kind-hearted as a grandmother. Nice image, the grandmother who has already been through everything. It's a little bit like the big-bellied Buddha that you see, that is influenced, a Taoist-influenced Buddha, the Chinese big-bellied Buddha. He sits there. People who think they have lots of problems in their lives, I recommend that they should get a big-bellied Buddha and look at it quite often when they think they have problems. And because the Buddha he's actually laughing. He's had a huge belly and he always goes, oh! It's not serious. It implies that he is connected with something deeper. He doesn't take the world that seriously. And so his influence is beneficial. It's only people who take the world not that seriously, they can actually be of benefit to the world and improve the world. But if you think that the world is absolutely serious, you're not going to improve it. You can just contribute to the madness. You will be fighting one or somebody or some organization or some group of people. It's serious. That little bit of detachment, you become the Buddha, the big-bellied Buddha or the grandmother. And dignified as a king with a certain dignity or integrity to who you are. The same dignity and integrity that each animal has, that many humans have lost. One with itself. I feel always when I look at a dog or a cat or a bird, whatever it is one with itself, with who it is. It has enormous dignity. And then sometimes you can see the contrast if you look at a particularly silly human being. And sometimes silly human beings have a dog that's very dignified. And the only times when they get out of their silliness is when they pet their dog. For a moment, they can truly be themselves. For a moment. With all other people, they're playing some kind of silly roles, not knowing that they're playing roles. And then they come there, for a moment, their dog gives them the ability to relax for a moment and be who they are without pretending. And that's why they don't know that. That's why they love their dog or their cat so much, because they can be themselves. They find themselves through that. That's the integrity of the animal, the dignity of the animal. But it's in you also.